Hey wow, this is weird. Let's talk about the Dream SMP's characters and how I wanted to design them. And cute little headcanons throughout, because they give me serotonin. Now please keep in mind a lot of the speed paints and such were made before the newest plotline, so things I may say might not match up because a lot of creators post videos or stream about the SMP every day. So if I say something that doesn't line up with a character, I apologize, but a good way to catch up is at Bastard of Bolton on TikTok. She does an amazing job, please check her out. Reminder, I am talking about the characters they roleplay on the SMP, not the streamers themselves, so if I dislike a character, that doesn't mean I dislike the streamer. Oh, also, one more thing, trigger warning, I did give characters cuts and scars and such, so please, if that triggers you, I highly recommend you clicking off, and let's get on to it. So let's start with the big man himself, Dream. Him as a character is terrifying, and I know my design of him is kinda unoriginal and simple. I tried to go for a techwear look with his outfit, which I failed at, but this man's style choices are putting a belt on his shoulders, so... Anyway, I covered him in scars because this boy can't stay out of trouble, and I thought about giving him no eyes, which he doesn't really need. By the way, he found Tommy's diss once by only listening to him. This man pulled a daredevil. But in my opinion, eyes give so much expression that I wanted to keep them, so I opted out and just gave him one. I kept his clay mask and green hoodie, I gave him wraps on his arms and legs, and I gave him an arm brace. With his hair, I gave him a mullet because I feel like he wouldn't care about cutting his hair until absolutely necessary, and Dream with a mullet, who doesn't love that? Later on, I gave him a George tattoo on his back, which I now know doesn't work for his character. I thought he had a weird obsession with George. Turns out he only sees people as a means to an end, an excuse to cause chaos. He really is a puppeteer. Now to everybody's favorite bitch boy, Tommy. I used to love Tommy's character. It was very similar to a comet, but like comets do, he got burnt out, and it was very sad constantly dealing with trauma, and people just overlooked him because he was loud and always seemed to bounce right back. That's why I think he has commitment issues that he doesn't know how to deal with, plus the PTSD. Maybe that's why he has a connection with his diss. They can't leave him like people can, they can't betray him like people can. They just can't hurt him. For his first design, I decided to draw him when he was in exile on the island with Logdashir, but I decided that was way too long ago and decided to redraw him with some new do's, being a hoodie with a patch of his beloved diss on it, probably made by Ghostbird to make him feel better. With long hair in a ponytail to mimic Techno, because yes, I love the family dynamic, it's the only thing keeping me sane. But also to mimic Dream, because he still kinda looks up to him because of the Stockholm Syndrome. Nothing else really changed about his design. I did add tusks, because again I wanted him to match Techno, and a beauty mark that everybody in his family has to signify that they're a family. With Fundy, I thought it would be a lot harder drawing all his forms since I made him a shapeshifter like his mother, but I'm actually really happy on how they turned out. Fundy is a good character with good intentions. It just happens that he makes the worst ones and uses the wrong words all the times, and I think it's because his relationship with his father wasn't that great, but I can't be too sure about that. I wanted to give him 3 forms, a humanoid one, more of an anthro, or a furry one, and one of them just straight up a fox. I don't think he would use just the straight fox one that much because people would baby him and go, look at the cute little fox. But he would use it for stealth because not too many people know he can turn into a fox. I also headcanon that he has fox tendencies, that he just steals stuff without knowing. He doesn't want to do it, he just does it, and whenever he realizes, he either returns the item or is too ashamed to return it, so he just hides it in his closet. One more headcanon I have for Fundy, because I adore him, is he doesn't like loud noises because his ears are sensitive, because he's half fox. And because of all the explosions and yelling, it just makes him uneasy, so he doesn't like being around a lot of loud people. Nothing about his design I'm really happy about or made original. I like the fox pattern I continued on his hair, and he has a beauty mark like Tommy and everyone else in his family. Now for Technoblade, I want to redesign his human form, but I just don't have any ideas at the moment. I made him a little chubby because he is a pig and this man's diet is a lot of potatoes. Also, I feel like he's kind of a tank in combat, so I wanted him to look a little bit bulkier. I couldn't decide early on if I wanted more of a human or pig design. I asked some of my friends and now he's a werebore. He can transform whenever he wants, but when in the werebore form, his skin is thicker and he is stronger but not fast, and he can't really talk. It comes out more growls, huffs, or oinks. For people other than Wilbur and Filza, they can't understand him, so they basically become translators. I made him blind in one eye because Technoblade may never die, but that doesn't mean he doesn't get wounded. But if he wasn't blind in one eye, I'd like to think he had heterochromia, with one eye being blue and the other one being brown. I also like to think Techno likes shiny things but would never admit it, and is also a huge texture person, so all his clothes are soft and silky, because he hates rough and itchy stuff. Also, yes, he does have a cute curly tail. Now for the lore addict himself, Rambu. I wanted him to look dapper with little things that scream Enderman, like the ender pearl earring, the ender eye brooch, and matching particles to his eyes. He's just a nice kid. Rambu is half Enderman, so like Fundy, he has a tendency to steal blocks. He doesn't mean to, and he always forgets to give them back, so he just has an inventory full of them. I also headcanon that he can talk to Endermen, but he always forgets he can do that, so he never uses it, even when it could be helpful. For his outfit, I gave him a normal suit. I wanted to give him striped pants, but that's for another day. But I did give him a two-toned vest. It is really cute, and I think Nikki gave it to him as a gift, and now they have matching earrings. Bat's designs are one of my favorites. He looks so pretty and again, just not out there. He does give me Don't Feed After Midnight vibes, so I wanted him to look like a young, soft dad, because that's what he is. Sapnap called him dad once, and I've taken it and just rolled with it, so now he's Sapnap's dad. I am not sorry. One thing I'm really happy I did is his tail and his halos around them. I've made it that they act like boomerangs, so whenever he throws them, they come right back. Which I thought would be really cool. Another thing is his eyes just being plain white. I didn't want to make him blind because I feel like that would be too cliche. So I gave him the ability of night vision. And with him being more of a quiet person and his dark color scheme, he could probably hide in the shadows very well. I'm now realizing I'm making him more and more like Nightcrawler without teleportation. I've decided he can climb on walls. Nothing about his design really screams to me or anything. He has a hoodie, a bandana, an undershirt, a belt he got from Hot Topic because this man is a bad boy. He's such a bad boy, he carries a picture of his son around. If you peep that, it says Panda and it scribbled it out and now says Sapnap. Wow, this is the longest video I've ever made and the only video I've talked in so far. So sorry if I've gotten annoying, but thank you so much for watching. If you want to see the final pieces in higher quality, it'll be in the description, and enjoy some extra art. Thank you again. Are you still here? Cool. Time for a secret promo for my friend's comic called MUTTS and Wizards on Tapas. It's free and amazing, and she just started. It only has 2 episodes, so it won't take long to catch up if you want to see it. She's planning on having a normal upload schedule, so there's gonna be more than 2 episodes soon. It's at the top of the description, so if you want to see a cool story about, well, MUTTS and Wizards, check it out.